Fesenjān, a Persian stew, is a dish that transcends mere culinary boundaries. It's a blend of culture, history, and gastronomy. The preparation of Fesenjān is akin to a ritual, an homage to the ancient culinary traditions of Persia. It begins with selecting the right ingredients, each playing a crucial role in the final symphony of flavors. The choice of meat is the first step. Chicken thighs are often preferred for their richness and depth of flavor, essential for a dish steeped in tradition. Duck, an alternative, offers a nod to the dish's royal past with its luxurious texture and complex taste. Browning the meat is not just a step but a process. It requires patience, as this is where the foundation of the dish's flavor is laid. The meat should be browned to a perfect golden hue, enriching the stew with a depth of flavor that only comes from well-cooked poultry. Next comes the walnuts, which are more than just an ingredient. They are the backbone of Fesenjān. They should be ground to a fine consistency, not too coarse, not too fine. The toasting of these walnuts is a delicate art. It must be done just right to release the oils and aromas that define the dish's character. The line between perfectly toasted and burnt is thin, and crossing it could be the difference between a dish that sings and one that falls flat. Pomegranate syrup, the defining element of Fesenjān, must be chosen with care. Its quality is paramount. This syrup brings a balance of sweetness and tartness, a complexity that mirrors the historical and cultural richness of Iran. The syrup should be rich and concentrated, imbuing the dish with its distinctive flavor and color. Onions, though seemingly mundane, are integral. They should be finely diced and cooked to a translucent softness. Their role is to provide a subtle base flavor, one that supports but doesn't overpower the other ingredients. In the seasoning of the dish, sugar, salt, and pepper are used to enhance and balance the flavors. The addition of cinnamon and a hint of saffron brings a luxurious warmth and complexity, a reminder of the ancient trade routes that brought these spices to Persian shores. The cooking of Fesenjān is where patience becomes a virtue. After combining the browned meat with the toasted walnuts and pomegranate syrup, the stew should be allowed to simmer gently. This slow cooking melds the flavors together, allowing each ingredient to play its part in the tapestry of taste. The stew is ready when it has thickened to a rich, velvety consistency, and the flavors have matured and intertwined into a harmonious whole. The transformation is not just culinary but almost alchemical, as simple ingredients are transmuted into a dish of extraordinary complexity. The art of Fesenjān is not just in the cooking but in the balance of its flavors. The key is to find the perfect harmony between the nutty richness of the walnuts, the tangy sweetness of the pomegranate, and the savory depth of the meat. This balance is not achieved through precise measurements or rigid adherence to a recipe, but through a cook's intuition and respect for the ingredients. As the stew simmers, one must attend to it with a sense of reverence and patience. Stirring occasionally, one must watch as the oils from the walnuts rise to the surface, mingling with the pomegranate syrup to create a sauce that is rich in both flavor and history. The stew should never be rushed. Like a fine wine, it needs time to develop its full potential. When the Fesenjān is ready, its aroma should fill the kitchen, a heady mix of sweet, sour, and savory that is as inviting as it is complex. The final dish should be a deep, reddish brown, reminiscent of the earth from which its ingredients came. The chicken or duck should be tender enough to fall off the bone, infused with the flavors of the sauce. Serving Fesenjān is as important as preparing it. It is traditionally served over a bed of fluffy saffron-infused basmati rice. The rice acts as a canvas, allowing the rich flavors of the stew to shine. Each spoonful should be a perfect amalgamation of rice and stew, a bite that is at once comforting and exotic, familiar and mysterious. In the final taste of Fesenjān, one savors more than just the flavors of a time-honored stew. One experiences a connection to Persia's profound legacy. Every spoonful is like a verse from Rumi, deep, complex, and resonating with history. It embodies the essence of a land rich in culture and tradition where food transcends the ordinary, becoming a poetic expression of its people and their journey through time. This dish is a culinary homage to a civilization that has long understood the art of blending the simple with the sublime, echoing the enduring spirit of a storied and vibrant heritage.